Hello?
What's up, girl? What happened after Tony dumped you?
Girl, I'm over it. I went from heartbreak to hate.
Hi, Bob.
Oi, Joy.
So today is our special bonus episode.
Bonus.
Oh, shit. Today we'll be doing a play.
A play?
From my life. So
From
this
Joy's
actually
life.
happened.
Would you like to
Explain the background?
give the interior?
I am going to give the interior.
Okay.
So I went away in December for my 40th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay, which is also right around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gone for 5 days.
Right.
6 days. And far away, couldn't get back. You have to fly there. I was in New Orleans. I think I mentioned that. So
New Orleans, yes.
Not a surprise. And hanging out. Shout out to Selena.
Hey, Selena, what's up, girl? Oh, wait, she's my wife.
That's right. I know. Hang out with Bob's wife.
Yes, my wife.
My best good Judy, Selena. So anyways, just my birthday, amazing time. But at the same time, kids, as you may know from other shows, I have 2 cats. Those are my babies, He-Man and Optimus.
Shout out to the cats. This is.
The cat. More on that later. And they were staying with my roommate at the time, who just happens to be an ex. So I don't even know how to explain how that happened.
This was strike 3.
This was strike 3. Well, and then the thing was, it was supposed to be a friendly situation. Let me put it that way. It wasn't like us trying to get back together. I was basically helping him out, letting him stay in my place for such deeply discounted rates.
For the white people listening, black people tend to care more about their exes than white people seem to do.
Is that really true? Do you think that's like a running thing?
I don't know. That might be racist.
I don't know. I haven't really felt...
Is saying black people care more racist?
No, it's not racist. I'm just wondering if it's really true.
Generalization.
You're making me wonder, because I'm not sure. Maybe, but maybe.
Maybe.
But anyways, yes. So I thought we were in a friendly place. I was trying to help him out. While I was gone, I was expecting him to just at least take care of my cats. But I had left before in previous trips, come back and found no food in the bowls, very little water. So this is where our story begins. The day after my birthday, I had concerns. I called Bob up and said, hey, since you have the key, can you just go check? That way I'll stop worrying.
Right, because previously in the past, I have helped take care of the cats when you're on vacation.
Yes, which is what a real friend who's allergic to cats is willing to do for you. He will go over there, allergies be damned, and he will water and feed your cats.
And have so since you got the boys.
Yeah, since they were newborns,
right.
Basically. Yes.
So this has been going on this is setting up the extremeness of it.
Yeah.
So this has been going on for years.
It's been going on for years. The ex is very aware of how close Bob and I are. Met Bob, asked Bob for assistance in the past.
I installed a car stereo for him.
Yeah. So all these things. So
for people
it's not like
gay people can't do anything.
So it's just important to know that the ex knows Bob well, and you'll understand later why. But this was the setup, and then before the text that we will be reading for tonight's play.
It is a scripted text from real life situations.
From real life situation. Although the voices are not real, the texts are. Ooh,
right.
I like that tagline. Maybe we can put that in our little thing. The voices are not real, the texts are.
Correct, because we're going to be giving you
acting, yes. So, I will be playing the role of the ex.
And I will be playing the role previously played by Joy Brownridge, will now be played by Bob Allred as Joy from the Valley.
Yes, that is the voice that he will be giving me tonight. So
I gave her multiple choices of the voices that I could do, and she went with Valley Girl. So this is what we're going to give you.
All right.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. So these text messages will be read as they're written with or without punctuation.
Exactly. So if I pass out, Bob will revive me.
I'll pause it and bring... Oh, I could have done a Joyzy. No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes, begin.
Let's give it to him.
I didn't really appreciate that. If you gotta have motherfuckers checking up on me and all that shit, you should have took the cats with you. Like, that shit is ridiculous. I'm a grown-ass man. Y'all got to check up on me. I do everything I'm fucking supposed to do. And you have a great fucking Christmas. You got people just coming into the house. I got my money out, my social security card, my property, all that's out. That's what I'm really upset about.
Like I said, I had a bad feeling all day long, and before I have traveled and have come back, and there hasn't been all the water that there needs to be and barely any water in there. So I felt it made perfect sense when I spoke with Bob to ask him if he would come check the water level so that I would stop thinking about it. I was hoping that I was wrong, but seeing as how there wasn't any water in there, or barely any water, and I don't understand why you want to be mad, I don't know that you do everything you're supposed to fucking do, so you don't have a great Christmas. Bob was the only one in there. He wouldn't take any of your shit.
Well, I had a good feeling all day and you ruined it. You have such a bad feeling. You know what time I go to work. You could have just hit me like, hey, everything all good, but you going to try and send a spy after me. Grow up, bro. You just turned 40 years old. There's no reason why you couldn't call me and say, hey, I just want to make sure everything on the up and up, and I will explain to you like, hey, it seems like they are really eating a lot of this food. Is that normal? And we would hide a conversation. Everything would have been all good, but no, I know you have to send a spy. Come on, man, stop it. It's cool. After this couple weeks, I will be out of your life forever. You think you are a good, benevolent person. You are not. If you have a bad feeling, you communicate, though it may have not been much or how you wanted it, but for years, I gave you everything, all of me, so you can't trust me to watch the two of the most self-sufficient pets on the planet, cats? Come on, you. And you don't really care about me. Shit that come out your mouth sounds good. I can't believe you just ruined my Christmas with this.
I did ask you yesterday and try to talk about it, and you said stop worrying about the damn cats. So you don't want to have the conversation. I have tried in the past to say it fully what I'm asking for, and either play it off like you don't understand or you don't respond. So what choice do I have then, really?
While he was there, did he clean out that shit out of this thing? Because you didn't give me any details on how to operate that thing.
He did not, but I can ask him to come by tomorrow and do it. I won't bother you with it since you want to be done with me forever.
I don't want nobody there. Then neither of us is just like it was watering the thing, and it wasn't enough water. You didn't specify how much water should be in there, so I'm just filling it up to cats is finna drink it. Every day, make sure they drinking it. I gave him a wet food. I give him a treat. I put a regular food in a bowl. I've been spending all fucking day, the whole fucking morning with He-Man because he is missing you. I thought we were going to have a conversation about maybe he is stress eating. His anxiety, missing you could be a factor, that we going to have a conversation about that. You could have called me and told me that Bob was going to be over here. I could have put my shit up or whatever if you don't trust me or think I'm a lame loser, whatever it is that you think. Those demons within yourself. I've never given you a reason not to trust me. I was done with you forever 2 years ago when we were reconnected and sounded like you had a little more sense about yourself, but you're still going through the same struggles. I hope you figure that shit out. We really have to get out of each other's lives for good because you make me feel so terrible. And for some reason, I ruin whatever life and whatever situation you got going on. It's best we just act like we never fucking met. I'm going to get this load deposit together for whatever apartment I can get. I'm not even picky and choosy. We just got to get away from each other.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it does, because I can't deal with petty foolishness. I got to get a full custody of my daughter. I got real shit going on.
Okay. Between what time span will you be out of the apartment so that Bob can come by and do the litter box?
Bro, leave me alone. Is it going to be Christmas Eve? I don't even know when I'm going to be there. I told you that I have the situation under control. You don't want to trust and believe that? That's on you. And if I see somebody fucking with the law or whatever, I'm treating it like it's any other home invasion. I am out to hurt somebody. I'm not playing around. This is a text you should have sent me earlier. Today I'm asking when I'm going to be there.
Don't threaten me or my friends. You said you wanted to be done forever, so I assumed you weren't going to take care of the cats anymore. I'm trying to be reasonable while you keep trying to hit below the belt and say shit you can't take back.
I'm hitting below the belt, but you send a spy on me and it's not a threat. I'm gonna have my family over them, have my baby over there. So if I feel unsafe, I'm going to make sure I feel safe. That's not a threat. What are you talking about? Stop trying to make me the bad guy and own up to your bullshit. Then maybe you won't have so much turmoil and chaos in your soul. You are assholes. Admit it. Stand up and say it proud. You do asshole shit. I'm no longer going to put myself out there to get fucked over. If I pay you rent, I have the right to feel safe, and my possessions have the right to be safe as well. Point blank, a fucking threat. Get out of here. I still don't everything I say ain't no fucking threat. It's a shame people throw dirt on my name so bad in this situation. The most logical explanation, also far-fetched. This Niger Rock, he must have just not gave them water instead of the logical answer. They fucking drink it. But it's cool. I like being the bad guy. I like being hated. It's apparent that for however long, no matter what I did, for you know how much under the unconditional love that I have for you, you love these cats more than you do me, since you had them cats and I got down for you for years. So please stay off my phone. Call your cats. Fucking door not locked all the way and lights are on, but you don't trust me. Get the fuck out of here. And our water is still low. So what is all this really? You're not a good person. You really not. No need to talk. Just send a spy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, just let them know I'm gonna make them feel how you make me feel.
So you have made up your mind. You want me to send a spy. You don't want me to send anybody. You made it clear I am a bad person. Got it. But since you are so mad, I just wanted to make sure they are taken care of. Since you'll be spending time with this magical new daughter, you make me feel like shit too. So maybe that's why we spent the last several months trying to be friends, so we can feel shitty at the same time.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You seeing the magical little girl and all her life standing in this motherfucker.
And you said that was your goddaughter, not your daughter.
You say you have such a bad feeling in the motherfucker. Get over here and the water is low and it's like a so bad, so unbelievable. I can see if he said this Monday was missing or the house was on fire or some other shit. To a foster kid, there is no difference. She might not be biologically mine, but my name is on the paperwork to take custody of her. I'm trying to raise a whole human being into a good person, upstanding citizen. These cats don't mean shit to me. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do to make myself feel safe and are respected. So you can do whatever you want to do, and I will handle me and handle what I need to handle for my own personal well-being. So send them, don't send them, I don't care, but it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem all the way. So forewarn them now, that's a threat. Leave me the fuck alone. But your bitch ass didn't even apologize for not telling me that my insurance payment didn't go through, knowing that's my money and my physical freedom on the line. And you couldn't even be like, shit, my bad. I thought I was gonna just slide on. It was gonna slide on through, but I should have gave you a heads up on it. It's sorry, kids. Sometimes it's hard to read when it's just there's no punctuation and it doesn't all make sense. Okay, go and back into character. But I should have gave you a heads up on it. And you can't even do that, but you always want an apology or thank you or some shit. Just leave me alone, because by the end of this night, I'm gonna hate you with all of my heart on everything I love. I'm in a totally different place in my life. I don't give a fuck if I spend every fucking free time I have watching TV and smoking weed. That's my fucking prerogative. That's what I want to do. I work my ass off my whole life. He's 36. Been through too much shit and I'm not taking it no more. This is my retirement years. You go and get your shit together, get your soul right. All this meditating you doing, make it mean something.
I did apologize for that shit. I said I thought it was late coming out. I wasn't trying to fuck up your situation.
No, you didn't. Now I hate you. I made bad decisions in my life, but you kept happiness down, so you right up there with the worst.
Then he sends a picture of the cat's water bowl.
Mm-hmm. They do drink the water. They might be a reason it's low on water every now and then, you dummy.
Thank you very much.
Fuck you.
And that was the end of the dramatic reading of texts.
It was really hard to there's no punctuation in any of my lines.
No.
And it's hard because your mind, you're used to reading things the way I've read them a couple times, right?
Right.
So I have the advantage of knowing how it's supposed to read, and I think that got in the way of me reading it as accurately as possible.
Well, we both know that I can't read, so me reading lines directly without improvising anything was really hard for me. But let's not make it about me because it's more about you. And I do want to say that you did actually say words correctly that weren't the right words. You like some of those words were actually like, not poking fun at anyone, but
oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
like
I
the
did.
money didn't go slide, throw.
Yeah, throw.
So I mean, some of the words
and like anal fucking threat. I
Anal
tried
fucking
to
threat.
really make sure you could hear the anal on it, but I think maybe it kind of sounds like it's supposed to be ain't no fucking threat, but clearly
it came out anal fucking threat,
in the
which has
actual
been the
text.
most amazing aspect of this.
It really
text message
has.
we're
Like
hiring.
somebody I know sent me this amazing picture of this guy smiling, holding anal beads, and it's like a creepy smile, and you just put anal fucking threat underneath it. So, shout out to my friend that did that for me. That was amazing. That warms my heart on cold nights. And so yeah, sorry, you were gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just going to say that this is an exercise in an exorcism.
This is an exorcism. So this person is completely out of my life at this point, and
It's been a month since these text messages happened.
it has. And so I just wanted to give it time to make sure everything was all wrapped up before we gave you this lovely bonus.
Right.
There's some other interesting things that like happen within it, but I think just the text on their own, even though there's some pieces that may not be clear to understand, are amazing.
I mean, it would be the longest T-shirt ever, but I want these on a T-shirt.
You just made them really small, and
just,
like in order, like front and back.
Just the words in order. You don't even like have the chat bubbles. And so I do want you guys to know that when Joy took what I would call a slight dramatic pause, not dramatic enough for me, but she just like slight pauses. Those were different text messages. So
Yeah.
the only time he'd stop in a tirade was to create a new text message.
Yeah.
So even though a lot of the text message would end in like a "this is it" kind of conversation, it was not it.
That's not it. Always more thoughts.
No.
Always more thoughts. The other thing that I will say about it is that I was purposely and consciously, when it was happening, trying multiple strategies, because like I understood the idea of somebody being upset that you don't trust them,
Right.
and you send somebody behind their back.
Right.
So I got being upset, but it was so violently angry and it wouldn't calm down that I was just like, okay, so now let's see. So I tried multiple things. Like at one point I was just very calm, collected, like, okay, sounds like a plan, like short to the point, non-emotional. And then I tried turning up also, like, okay, if you want to be crazy, let's be crazy.
Right.
I think there were a couple sheets of text that I didn't include, but didn't leave anything out. It was just that much longer, and I needed to be able to breathe at some point. But yeah, so it was just kind of entertaining that it didn't matter what I did that night. It was just like the anger was on 12,000. And when he sent the picture of the cats drinking out of the water bowl, it was the next day.
Right.
And it was after he knew that somebody else was involved, had heard everything that happened, and reached out to him and was like, hey, like, I understand why you're upset, but if you're not going to take care of the cats, just let Joy, come up with alternate arrangements. He never responded to that person, but then turned around and sent this picture and also said, fuck you, which was nice. I just thought it was like the nice way to end things.
It was a good punctuation mark. Other than having a great fucking Christmas, I thought that was a highlight for me.
Yes.
I just want to say, on a personal note, that I did not steal any of his money, nor his Social Security card.
Right. And that was me, why I explained that he knows Bob very well.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Even
knew
though
him
he
well
spelled
enough
my
to
name
ask him.
wrong.
Yeah, spelled my name wrong. And knew Bob well enough to ask him for favors and stuff in the past. So it was just kind of.
And not just like
intriguing.
the past couple weeks, like years.
Yeah, years ago.
Years ago.
When I was actually dating this person.
Right.
So it was just kind of like intriguing, the whole idea, like, you know, Bob might take, you know, his little tip money or something, and that was not. Yeah. Yeah. Just a lot of things that just didn't really add up. But I'm like, I guess when you're angry, you got to pile things on, build your case, rewrite history, do all of that.
And do all of that. But I mean, honestly, though, the whole point was that he wasn't taking care of the cats.
Yeah.
Which I do want to say, just for the audience at home that can't read this,
Yes.
the cats are a Jewish couple. He spells it Katz. And so ever since then, in my mind, the boys are like two older Jewish couple.
You're like,
Katz.
how are the cats doing?
But yeah, I don't know why that just made me laugh. I mean, because we had to laugh through it because
it was so insane. It was just
we could have read the text messages between us about it, but I think that would make us look like horrible people. And we're trying to focus on one person tonight. No. And all in all, we understand his rage. Like one text rage?
One text rage. Like, you know, pages of text rage.
Pages of text rage, not so much.
Maybe not that serious. Maybe not that serious, especially when somebody's doing you a favor.
Do you have, I feel that this is like the Joy All-Star show. Do you feel like you should have the very last words?
Oh, I do. And what I want to say to you, Bob, is it's anal fucking threat.
And remember that to be beautiful and natural is the birthright of every woman. And I wish you all loads and loads of loveliness and good luck.